off the back, yo. Get off the back. Off of the back. You, baby, get off of the back. Baby, get your ass off the back. You gonna fuck each other up? No, they're like, nah, I talk to the birds like that. That's how niggas been talking, man. We use words that have multiple meanings. Like fuck, shit. Hey, hold up. I'm going a little bit at it right now. And them false prophets, man. We on their ass like these daggone doves on these daggone seas, buddy. False prophets. They send me. You got the false Israel. Hey, I ain't make this up. They said it, man. They said it. I ain't say the shit. Didn't the Bible say in Revelations? Talking about false Israel? Oh, y'all just ate it all the way up, huh? Talking about the false Israel? They come in the name of, they talking about the false Jews and all of this stuff. That they work of the synagogue of Satan and all that. Didn't they say that? I ain't write it. I ain't write it. Boy. What is 17 now? These false prophets, boy, they just want to get some money. They ain't want to build shit, not no farm or nothing. Knowing damn well if you were really from the South, false prophet, you know that farms were big. False prophet motherfuckers, man. Talking about who we should eat and how we should eat. We ain't even growing our own beans like grandma and granddaddy in there. I tell you, boy. But they want to tell you something. That's a cluster B personality. You got that from them. Got them from them howlers. Remember I said that's what we're gonna call them from now on out. Them white folks. Howlers. Breathless. Breathless. Ha. That's the most high. I think that's air you breathing, motherfucker. It would be of no life support, man. The electricity to keep your ass going. That breath. That breath be gone. And once again, you think that's air you breathing? You must pull up on shores. Like they've been doing. It gets deep, man. False prophet should have told us this. They should have told us what the true Sabbath was. They had time to want to make businesses and write books about shit, crashing in the planets and Anunnakis and all of this shit. You know, because we already know there was books written about the Anunnaki. There was books written about the Anunnaki by Zechariah Sitchin. Malachi York just came in with his shit. Put some black faces on it. Look at that water coming through. Boy, look at that water. Look at that water. It's the healing pond right here. They call this place where I sit at House of God. Isaiah. But hey, what's happening? I hope I said it right. Megan. I don't mean that in a bad way. Sitting there with the Dougie Doves, man. My little homies, my little and Celestials. But yeah, we just jumping in. They could have told us about this stuff, man. You know, the Bible, it was talking about Revelations somewhere. Saying that there were some false Jews and stuff like that. I didn't say it. Come on, y'all coming through. I ain't say it. They said it. In the book. Council of Nicaea left it up in there. Or if they came after, whoever. But it's there, though. And then they talked about it was from Satan. Like, there's two sets of Jews. What? You mean to tell me? See all that war that's going on over there? It's like it's a distraction from the war in the heavens. It's deep. True Sabbath. We're over here doing Sabbaths like, hey, get off of the back now. We're over here doing Sabbaths like on Saturday. And it's like, man, like them. I think Saturn has something to do with Saturday. You know, it's just all some wannabe ass shit. That's why we gotta be watching out for these wannabes trying to blend with these gonna-bees, taking flights right overseas. Can't you hear them? They calling me. I got the style in that lingo. I'm fresh like the flamingo. Rolling slow in the scene, so staying fresh and so clean, yo. Everybody can see me. He ain't the same on TV. Popping booms and seaweed. What they say is 3D. Third dimension, we own ascension. Then travel so far out your existence. Then stop and listen. Cause these quarks and leptons vibrate what you call friction to produce the light that you thought you seen. So yeah, we got them beans. Gotta make us. That's when to take, and that's when the game will turn into fiends. Don't blame me. I just tell it like it is. Now everybody come sing with me. Supernatural dope. Most prophets could have told us that, man. They sitting there writing books and shit. They could have told us about semen retention. But they didn't know all the shit that was gonna go down all the way in the 90s and stuff like that. Crack, coke, heroin, families getting separated. But still, a lot of teens went down, man. And you know, they wanted to make trigger worms, Atari castles, you know, stuff like that, man. They want to do all this stuff, man. Instead of just taking over and getting some farmland that their grandma and them used to do, jumping on each other's shit. You know what I mean? And we had all these acres we been feeding all the black folks. The little Muslims, we could have been doing it, man. Could have did it, man. We was that close. We wanted to hate on everybody. A lot of things went down, and we had Malachi York come in and say he's like the NOI. Talking about those who, I might be a little bit ahead of the people on the game, but you know, gotta break it down in the most common sense, man. Cause everybody ain't got common sense. We might be part of something. That salt water, something else. Yeah, I smoked True Sabbath today too, and I wasn't even gonna go online. Only reason I'm going online because most I told me to come online, download the shit. We ain't fucking with the Sabbath on 8 days. I love the Hebrew Israelites, but we gotta give them Saturday back. We gotta move with the moon, yo. We gotta move with the moon. The moon right now is this is a sacred day. I'm on it with the Dougie Dub. This is sacred. I know. It's almost like I just be talking, man. It's not like on some old like, you know, like it's just not fun. Most High is fun. It's naturally fun, so it's gonna get you the information fun, serious, you know, whatever, intellectually wise, but simple enough for a baby to understand, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is how it is. He told me to come online and do the whole little, just deliver something, talk about the Sabbath and the false prophets, man. Most High is against false prophets. This is the true Sabbath today. I wasn't gonna go online. I am resting, but I'm just maintaining with the thugs. And they like, okay, we're gonna do what I do. It's the sacred. It's the 4 sacred days of the moon, whichever one. So this is how you honor it. Whichever way you choose to honor it, we ain't got to do it they way. Remember there's 2 Jews. We ain't got to do it the other Jew way. We can do it our way. You know what I'm saying? What we like to do, we like to, you know, chill out through you're gonna find your vibe. Because the Most High is gonna show you in this time that we just connected to Him only and our ancestors. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That we continue on elevating in our evolution to become higher and celestial beings for the rest of our family. But apparently only on Malachi York's world, the Deniers are the only motherfuckers that can do that. We can't do that on our shit, I guess. Our angels don't communicate with us, huh? Yes, they do. It's an atmosphere. All the little spheres you see up there, them is atmospherian worlds. They ain't gonna tell you that. Before you go when you transition, according to your grade upon earth. Where do you think they get the term grade from? Niggas first. The niggas have been telling you with the creator. Look at that. Oh, boy. That water. Oh yeah, we on that fast too. So only been eating ginger and garlic. Like damn, ginger move that lymph real fast. The lymph is the key to getting the parasites up out. Eating the fruits, berries, and melons. What we're supposed to do. It's the blueprint. So I'm just coming through, dropping this down. You know, celibacy, semen retention, keeping that up. Not just like 2-3 months. You gotta go some years. You're a master of self. You know what I mean? So basically, you're gonna have to get up to about 12 to 14 months. Everything started. But fortunately for us, if one is doing it, all the energy is just distributed to the rest of us. One or a few, this is how it is. We've always been this way with our own energy and shit. but that's a good one. However, false prophets, man, they went to great lengths to kind of deceive our ass. They even went down there to Georgia and got 470-something acres of land. It's like 470-something acres of land? God damn. You finna sell that shit? 470, hey, Lil Boosie shitting on all the false prophets, man. Like I was talking, Lil Boosie got his home mansion and fucking Batman. He had so much shit on it, he just named it Batman after they shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's really a nigga just like us, a Native American. He's supposed to be supporting the fella too. He's gonna do it. He got his own lake, all that shit's in him. You know what I'm saying? False prophets could do that, but they didn't do it. Bootsy mean to tell me Bootsy did that shit? That's a real nigga then. You know what I'm saying? He got money, he know how to generate wealth. So, you know, and then on top of it, like we got all these said religions and can't nobody come together and get no land and make a little Bootsy land like how little Bootsy did. This nigga said, yo, man, that house too big. Only 4 of us live now. I think I done made it too big. And that's a funny problem to have, you know what I'm saying? But that's only let you know when it's like a pyramid. You start off with a whole bunch of motherfuckers, as you get up to the top, it starts to get a little pointy up there. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little pointy at the top. It's a little, I see you over there, man, I'm over here type stuff. You know what I mean? It's deep. We got trail riding going on in the country. Now everybody gets to see the country. You know, false prophets could have brought us together in some form of fashion. They know we like to cook and sing and shit like that. They was trying to down all our spiritual gifts and shit. You know, like then they want to separate us. So it was like marketing to us. I had to put it on it. You know what I mean? The false prophets, a lot of them came from, you know, Turkey, Islam, and stuff like that. But when you're looking at the false gods that's involved with them, that's dealing with Luamon, which is the false Christ, and you got Jibril, which is the false, you know, Thoth and Gabriel of the Mohammedans. You know, but he's a god to individuals because his spirit been living for a while. So like with the mortal flesh, that's like a short time. These motherfuckers been already transitioned hundreds of years ago already. You know? But right now, they catch you up into game on what's going on, what Drujits are, what the jinn really do, you know what I mean? They tried to warn you a little bit in Mohammedan or Islam because Jibril had a chance to study Luamon before he established his own heavenly kingdom. And you know, the ancestors end up rounding him up right now, so this is why we're able to talk about this shit like this. A lot of other things we're talking about. The false prophets could have told us. They read a book called the Owaspi, but they kept that book far away from us false prophets. Wow. It's something. Sparrow. I don't know if y'all seen the sparrow. Sparrow just came through. You know, it gets a little deeper. It's the wisdom day, number 2. That's knowledge and knowledge. So wisdom is symbolic to the woman. Wisdom is symbolic to the woman. Look how mathematics is proven true at no limit of time. Because 2 + 2 will always be 4 for forever. It's divine. So today is being wisdom in the supreme mathematics, which is God's culture. Your culture is naturally victorious. It was given to you by the Most High Creator. Wisdom is symbolic to the woman, which is, you know, wise, having discernment, highly intuitive, knowledge added on to knowledge, which is already exists. So wisdom borns wisdom. Like, how does that happen? Well, if you just add the little letters up, W-I-S-D-O-M, that's going to equal 2 again. 2 is wisdom. So it just so happened to be that wisdom can only give the X chromosome, or a woman can only give X chromosome. She don't give the Y chromosome. But we can get in deep into that aspect, but we don't have to get too deep because the man is here. And it means it's a reason for him to be here. That's dealing with mathematics. That's also a form of writing. Because we had to know how to do math to be able to calculate things. And we were taught math. We even had symbols. You had to read symbols for what mathematics meant. You had to have a plus symbol. You had to have a minus symbol. You had to have a divide symbol. Yeah, that's a form of reading. The niggas had that shit. So being today is wisdom. Just having wise discernment, you know. Seeing that wisdom is the way to the understanding. It shows that you and knowledge is one. So I gotta get together and get to that understanding. So yeah, I just wanted to chime in real quick on the false prophets and the true Israelites who to honor, the new Sabbath, the true Sabbath, which is this Sabbath, which goes with any of the 4 sacred days of the moon, which is happen 4 times a month. So I gave you a clue with a woman having a period, the way she has her period. That those are sacred days, just like the moon cycle external. And those are considered the Sabbath, the days of rest. Just told me to come on here and chop it up real quick. We're going to establish this all the way around and within the tribe. False prophets could have told us this, but they didn't. So we're establishing it now without the help of them, and only with the help of the Creator. And only the Creator will get all the glory. Ain't no false prophet getting not nada, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The Creator's hand on the miracles, man. That's the one getting the glory with the ancestors. So again, this is the sacred day of the moon. This is the second quarter. And also knowing the zodiac, knowing that the moon is in Libra in tropical sense, or in Vedic sense, it would be in Virgo. There's certain things that you do to balance yourself. These energies are in effect. These are the energies with the moon right now. So I'm just balancing it out to be able to even speak. You got a higher and lower self, so you do got to use your lower self. This is why when the moon is in your sun sign every month, if you're a male, or a man too, a woman too, but you have this, just when you're your horniest, you have this light that's birthed in your solar plexus that you're striving to get up to the crown chakra. And every time you release, you kind of take away that month that you added up to get that light to the next chakra. This is the truth behind semen retention. They never told us that. Not your little semen retaining dudes online. You know what I mean? So you add all this together with the moon cycle, the fruits, berries, and the melons. You know what I'm saying? The fruit being our meat. The herbs is our medicine. You can mix up a lot of different things. Fruits, you would be so surprised what a fruit is. You'd be like, damn, that's a fruit I didn't even know. But you hook it up, it have be a thicker texture. You got citrus fruits, astringent fruits. There's so many different things. You ain't know you was eating that with your fruit. And sprouts and shoots, you know what I mean? And roots. I eat those as well. You know what I mean? But I'm not eating them like a squirrel. My mouth wasn't made for that. I'm smart. That means that I can make it into a different type of concoction. We deal with chemistry over here. There's no science. With mathematics, it's people with mathematics. It's chosen. Living God's culture. You know what I mean? And it's victorious no matter what. If you choose to live this culture the right and exact culture. If you choose to live the right and exact way, you will be victorious. If you don't, you will lose. Victorious is wisdom, which equals 4. 4 is the divine. D in the alphabet, 4. And the supreme mathematics, it is 4, which is culture. Your culture is I, God, which is stimulating life and matter. That's what you do. You're pure intelligence. Stimulating life and matter. So they stole and syringed out a lot of things from you. That's just how it goes. But we can find our connection to it, our equality to it, once we just do the knowledge to everything. Because knowledge, all you have to do is listen to them terms and respect. Start talking about the truth, which is the equality to all things. It's a beautiful. They finally got the sun out. It was like, yo, got real clouds in the sky right now. Because they know that 4th of July coming. Don't that look like an eye right there? Tell me, y'all. Don't that look like an eye in the sky? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you know what I mean? They want to, they're going to keep the sky kind of clear because they want the 4th of July to be cool so they can fly in the sky. We're a prophetic culture, so we can break shit down like that. I ain't mad at you. I know what y'all do. You already know what comes with the territory of knowing certain things. And all you can do now in this day and age is just strengthen yourself. And like I say, using the Sabbath, you're going to define it. You're going to be in alignment with the cosmic realm, with your ancestors. They rested. They doing what they do. But right now, we had to get this message out. Just to let Muzz know. I know it ain't that many views. But it got out into the broadcast. And those who need to see it will see it. All right? I love y'all, so thanks for tuning in. Give them back their shit. Give them back their plate. Their plate ain't got nothing good on it for you to be able to eat. We got nutrition for you. Yeah. We work out. We seem routine. We're honorable. We have nobility. You're building that back up. And of course, you know what I'm saying, we fasting. We're keeping our temple at a nice standpoint where it's like, yeah. I'm gonna leave y'all with this beautiful view.